sometimes. Alright, come on. But we got 2 more games. 2 more that I can play right now. Otherwise, I have to wait for Batman and Dev. But I'll play them. Those will be my last 2 games. We got 2 more games for the computer. So let's get it started, bro. Wait, let me look at my ranking real quick. I'm still third. I think I'm gonna finish in second or third. I'm probably finishing third, which would be clutch. I forget how they rank. Like I figure out who plays who. I know 1 plays 8, 2 plays 7, but I don't know if 2's in second half or first. I think so. I think we're gonna be in second half with Dev, so we won't play maybe until conference finals. If I end in third. Plus the computer still has to play, so one of those teams can completely dominate and only have 3 losses, so I could end up 4th. I don't know. Let's get it popping. Last time Shaq cooked this, so I'm kind of nervous about this one. We just look. We got Chauncey, Moses. As you see, I just woke right up. Got a long gig last night. George Gervin, Iceman. Nice little squad thus far.
Hey everybody, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. With Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and our reporter Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson, joined by the very smart, very funny Bill Simmons. How about that for
What's happening, BA? It's great to be here. And
Go.
Honestly, this is the only way NBA players know who I am. You're not listening to my podcast, but you're playing this game. So pull up, NBA players.
Now the starting group for the visitors. Jaylen Brown is out there with Julius Randle. Then there's Bradley Beal. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's Johnson in at the point guard position. And for Milwaukee,
Shake things
even while
up.
it's closer to 40, J.J. Redick, still a player you have to account for defensively, or he will.
Yes, sir.
100%.
Yes, sir.
Somebody that was built to play in the league we have right now, who is a great teammate, who's been in a lot of big games, unafraid of the moment, and just a dead-eye three-point shooter.
Got a lot of love for Moses. First, our first ring.
Terrifying. Every time he's open shooting, you think it's going in.
The 3. Called in by Brown. Here's Johnson with the drive. Misses from
There's a leg.
Right wing. Softly drops in.
Oh, boy, that should have been off the glass.
Nice look to the open man by Sidney Moncrief. He's got as versatile a skill set as any guard in the league.
Here's Johnson. Stripped away. And here's the fast break. He goes up. And it's flushed down.
I like how Chauncey Billups looks to share the ball. He's a sturdy point guard with a great feel for when his guys are open.
Bill, growing up a Celtics fan, you witnessed teams with great leadership. Who are some of the best leaders in the
Good job, Randy.
Well, it's different now because you have guys bounce around. They're only on the same team for a couple of years, so it's almost like they're temporary leaders. I think when I was growing up, guys were on the same. Magic was on the Lakers, from 1980 to 1991. He was the unequivocal leader. Other guys passed in and out of his universe. Now we don't see that as much. But I think if you're just talking about somebody who's obviously a good leader in the right situation, Chris Paul, what he did in OKC last year, the young team that had kind of thrown in the towel with that Paul George trade, and it just seemed like, all right, well, they're going to try to trade him all year. They're not going to do it. And he kind
circle that Brown has is quite impressive.
Damn.
Relentless a finisher that you'll find in this league.
Yeah, the 2K Esports League continues to grow, Bill. Some of the players making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year.
And you have a generation of kids who idolize these players. You know, and I look at like my son's generation. My son has a friend named Blake who really wants to become a professional 2K player. Like he sees these guys, and these guys are inspirations to them. It makes them work harder on the game. And I love that there's some upside for playing video games because. Trust me, in the 1980s and 90s when I was growing up, I was in college, there was no upside other than trying to talk to your friends. Now there's actual real financial upside.
And he drives in. And a foul call on the way up. So he'll take two.
Actually, gross.
Exactly. The defense is determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throw.
But he sinks the second. Bill, there's been a lot of discussion about maybe changing the makeup of the regular season, playing some in-season competitions that maybe result in a playoff spot. Where do you stand on all of that?
I like the idea, except I've never been able to figure out what the incentive for the team should be. Because, you know, these guys are wealthy. You're not going to incentivize them by saying, hey, if you guys win this tournament, everybody gets to split $2 million. You know, you have guys in the league that are making $40 million, $39 million, $38 million, and to expect them to be going all out unless there are real stakes, I don't see how you pull that off. Now, could you make the stakes? It's worth, you know, you don't have to play in round one if you win the tournament, something like that. I think there would have to be some
bucket, Brad.
Stake, some sort of advantage that year's team got. They're not going to care if it's like a lottery pick. Like, what would LeBron care? It's like, oh, your Lakers are going to get a lottery pick. It's like, what do I care? I'm trying to win the title. So it's got to have to be something like that, some sort of carrot that would make it happen. I think if they could pull it off, it's a great idea. I don't know what the incentive is. Oh, and I think Embiid loves to watch someone's expression after he swats it. Intimidation.
Butter.
Big part of Embiid's effectiveness.
Yeah.
Beal, that one's good.
Great ball. I'm sorry, I'm getting caught in a combo that they having on the game. Yellow Key is listening. We say, come on, boy. Nope.
Left to the wing.
They don't have a Shaq, so once they miss, it's a wrap.
Now 1 of 2. Pittsburgh has gone 1 for 3 from outside so far in this game. Beal from outside.
Come on.
Rebound, Milwaukee. And the ball is out of bounds. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
What I love is that early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way. You know, it really establishes the attitude you want.
Pass to Johnson. Takes a 3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock from the game clock. And Jaylen Brown gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
Cool, Jaylen. He's solid. He's solid, boy. Hey.
And the bucket is good.
The ideal pass.
See ya.
Here's Johnson. It's Beal on the wing.
Butter.
That 3's off the mark. And here's Wall. Oh, he got it every time, but it wouldn't fall for him. Well, good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Leading by just 2. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. To a game that's been pretty close so far here. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this this game with defense. Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
And whether it's Harden, Doncic, you go around the league, the step-back three is taking over. Anything going to stop that movement, Bill?
Well, especially now that they allow four-step traveling, I don't see anything stopping it. You know, you have a new generation of guys.
He's going to come in sparking. He's coming in sparking. He had a little sour game last night.
1 year in college, by the time they get in, it's just comfortable to them. It makes no sense to older guys like us, because if you took this shot in the late 80s, people were like, what is that going to do? And now it just seems like this natural way to shoot threes. I don't fully understand that.
Older guys like you.
Yeah, I tried to lump you in. I just didn't want to age shame myself.
Kyrie Irving out there with C.J. McCollum. Then there's Jason Tatum. Then it's Joel Embiid.
Good pass. Good cut.
Are you serious?
He thought we could.
That's critical.
That's Jay Wiz. Ooh.
There's the three. The shot, no good. So Milwaukee will
That's Jay Wiz. Let me ice it down. I'm thinking this somebody light out this.
Definitely 30 for 30. Creating that from scratch, and
Oh, give me that.
putting a couple years of my life into get in off the ground and doing 30 documentaries, 30 different directors about these sports stories we cared about, and just hoping anybody would watch it. And that was 2009, and 11 years.
Beat us down the court every time. We got relaxed.
We thought we would get 30 and be lucky to get to 30. And now they've done, I think, 75, 80, something like that. And it's still going. And it's cool. It's cool whenever a player says something like, that's going to be a 30 person there. Being the lexicon of that, is definitely one of the highlights of my career.
It's awesome. Takes a 13-footer. Ball, no good.
Well, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially.
Got me, Jay Wiz. Come on, CJ. Where was you going?
He's guarded by Irving. Not going to go that time. For Pittsburgh, they've gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Well, Bill, you've built quite the media empire over the last few years. Business is booming, huh?
Butter.
Yeah, the
Butter.
We got bought by Spotify in 2020, and the whole audio thing has taken off completely. They're at the forefront of it. And we're up to a lot of stuff. It's been great. It's given podcasts, website, documentaries, all kinds of things. And, if you're creative, there's a lot of outlets that be creative right now.
Here's Irving.
All right, stick. Man, Ginger ain't getting no boards, I realize.
2 of 7 attempts to drop since the end of the first quarter.
Give me that.
With the board.
Take go to board right there. We got a couple of defensive boards, I think.
For Pittsburgh, they've gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Irving, pass to Embiid. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving. Embiid's got his first points of the night.
And they found a nice flow offensively here in the second period. Yeah, and that field
goal is about to smooth it.
Upwards is now above 50%, which is pretty strong.
Nice move. Good as the jump shot falls.
Somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
And Bill, thanks for coming by. Thanks for enriching the show as always.
Yes,
I'm
boy.
glad you felt like I enriched things on this game. You can enrich my VC account, give me some VC if you're doing generous.
And just talking to Bill for a few minutes, you can see how he ended up writing a 700-page book on basketball.
You talk about ideas, creativity, innovation, passion, all of that fits Bill. I mean, he is prolific. Like a great player, he doesn't leave anything on the table. And I love the fact that he thinks so well outside.
Oh, my God. Trying not to foul him and still end up wrong.
That's a gift.
That shit's dark.
Pittsburgh is going 1 of 2 from downtown here in the second. Right side Ingram. The jumper from the wing offline. In the quarter management here. They can go 2 for 1.
Make the math work in your favor.
Ew, Jay Wiz. Ew.
himself now, guys. He shut out in the first quarter.
Three-pointer. Beal hits a three-pointer. Beal's got 8 points.
In today's NBA, you have to stretch the floor if you want to win. They have loads of confidence from three-point land right now.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. He gets it in there.
They didn't do themselves any favors with their shooting in the first quarter. They're starting to pick it up now. Sometimes, for whatever reason, a lot of times you don't know why it takes a little while to work the knocks out. But it looks like they're putting it together right now.
Here's Johnson. 1 second left.
And just a great job.
Come on. Come on. Try to take that up for the squad. You can't punish him for that. Try to put us on his back again.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Well, how do you evaluate your performance so far?
I think defensively, I'm doing pretty good. Offensively, I still got to work
Easily
on
2
the
points.
line.
We gotta do better.
We
gotta do better, Junior.
Slow down, let the game come from here, and we'll do all good.
Thanks very much, Ali. And folks, we'll
You
be
got
right
Moses
back
out there
to
on it,
start
but
the
still.
second half of this game.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, you will not find an empty seat here tonight. Welcome to our halftime show. Ernie Johnson for Pittsburgh. Kenny, how'd you feel about it?
Well, that three-point shooting was the key thus far. When you're knocking down those shots from the perimeter,
He's taking it to
really
us.
spreads the floor, you demand respect from the defense. We'll see if they can keep it flowing in the second half.
And you, big fella,
Yeah,
let's
Brad.
get your thoughts on the Bucks.
I really like how they limited turnovers. You know, they didn't play it too safe. They made some really nice passes. When you can play like this and cut back turnovers, it can add up to over 10, 8, 12, 15.
About that.
Easy points, Johnny. I don't know how many points. A lot of easy points. They'll be in good shape if they can keep making points.
My man.
And it's just about
Well,
time
me
now
only
for the
winning
third quarter.
'cause of the word.
Underway.
We need to get him going. You know we winning right now, so it's not a bad thing to
for
win.
you.
But
And the next couple of quarters are similar to the first. This one could go
you know what I'm going.
last possession.
I'm on for 2.
We're seeing a tremendous game from John Wall.
You know.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted. Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Randall can't hit. The Bucks trail. They've got Jaylen Brown, Julius Randle out there with Joel Embiid. Then there's Bradley Beal, and it's Johnson in at the point. And Bradley Beal is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Brad, you played 19 years in the NBA, but you had some serious injuries in your career as well. What extent has modern medicine enabled players to extend their careers, you think?
BA, where was this modern medicine 20 years ago? Would have made my life a whole lot easier, but you were so spot on. Today, there's such an emphasis on taking care of players, making sure they recover. There's a sophistication with the training staffs and the sports science applied to it.
Come on, man.
Players coming into the league at a younger age are being able to extend their careers for a length of time. So I'm all for it. I love the idea of resting guys. I think big picture, protecting players from their livelihood is in their
Took the lead with that one.
From Milwaukee, Julius Randle out there with Joel Embiid. Then there's Bradley Beal. Then it's Jaylen Brown. And it's Johnson in at the point. And for the Bucks.
And Embiid has a really high basketball IQ, superb at recognizing when to leap for the alley-oop jam.
Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. They get it back.
Dizzy.
Pounded by Beal. 5 to shoot.
Oh, man, he got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open.
And I like it. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay in there, but for me, I don't mind a little extra.
That was me.
Sorts of time. Hits the front of the rim and out.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting. And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
First free throw is good.
Well, the court awareness of Magic Johnson, coupled with his 6'9" size, make him as unique a point guard as we've ever seen, who does everything for this team, making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe, he's going to cash in more than that.
Second half of play here. We're just under 2.5 minutes past.
He had more than enough room to hit that, just couldn't make it happen.
Here's McCollum.
Hey, CJ, that's you.
Milwaukee is going 1 for 2 from outside the arc in this third quarter.
Lord.
Here's Williams. Shoots over.
Give me that. Good job, Jalen.
Pittsburgh is on 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Here's Tatum. It's deflected. Piece of it.
Jared, you suck.
1:52 left in the third quarter.
Almost got me with the okey doke. Butter. Let's go.
By Brown. For Pittsburgh, they've got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Pass to Allen. McCollum outside. The Bucks shooting just 38%. Their offense not where they want to be. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Good job, Jared.
Boy, that expansive reach of Allen. I mean, so good.
Good job, Jared.
Positioning himself and using his length and timing to stifle shooters.
The Bucks making a switch here. Wall's checked in. Here's Johnson. He's got 5. Out to McCollum. Puts up a 3.
Butter. I'm talking about CJ. That's what I'm talking about, CJ. Let's get those shots popping.
Nobody does it better than Magic. When one of his guys has a clean look, the ball is there quickly.
Whoa. J-Wiz bungling me.
By Wall. And the Bucks miss again.
They have a decent advantage in regards to rebounding, especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
And that
Yeah, boy.
Tatum doesn't just make
Yeah,
plays,
boy.
he's a complete offensive player, a lethal scorer. That's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
Here's Wall. And the big finish by Wall.
I'll tell you one thing, it's a bonus to have a guard who can function like that. I mean, Wall gets up high on these jams.
That one misses for Wall. Pittsburgh has gotten 6 of 13 shots to go from outside the
That was.
And the shot's good by Irving.
Still two. That's all we living on.
Cashing in, making the game look easy.
Let's not let him get by me.
There's 18 seconds left in the third quarter. On the attack. And the finish by Wall.
He got it, bro. J-Wiz got it. I ain't gonna fight him anymore. Smeek.
They needed that one.
And you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big time finish there. Slams it down with 2 hands.
Give me that.
And they're really getting aggressive now.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that break.
And that'll do it for the third quarter.
Gotta make sure we don't give them too much, because if we give them too much, they're gonna be gone.
State Farm assist to the game.
And you can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night. It sure is. I mean, he's somebody with great vision, terrific IQ, everything you want in a point guard.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. They've got Joel Embiid, Julius Randle out there with Brandon Ingram.
See, they keeping Jay Wiz in. I don't think Jay Wiz started, did he? He been cooking like that they kept him in.
Outside wall.
Yes.
Stolen by Embiid.
He gonna start hooping.
It's Beal on the wing. Goes up on the wing. That one is off. Bucks trail. Ball with it. Beal picks him up. Ball attacking.
Oh my God. You really on some goated stuff right now.
It's amazing he chose to dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger.
Oh.
What the score is there, fellas, that's the play we'll remember from this game, clearly.
To the right side.
Back-to-back plays.
Getting up
He did that shit again. We got to call a timeout. Like, it's getting out of hand.
One of the guys on the bench loving every minute of that.
That was.
He's good. He got it to go. And he
Good job, man.
So a free throw coming up. Opportunity to 3-point play. Brown, he's checked in for Ingram. And that one misses.
I forgot his draw was super slow.
Out to the right wing.
They took out Jay Wiz like he wasn't doing numbers for him.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Bucks need to get up a shot here. And no good.
Good job, Joe.
Defensively by Randle. For Pittsburgh, they've gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Puts one up from 19. The rebound by Embiid. Embiid's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Beal.
That's Brad. I thought that was freaking BR.
Guys, you can tell he wants to contribute more, but his teammates have picked up the slack for him. That's what being on the team is all about.
Defended by Brown. There's the drive. And he goes in for the count.
In a tight one like this, you have to trust in his ability. Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he plays with no fear.
It was!
He knows how difficult it is. That's a move you don't see many guys make. Impressive stuff.
Job, Magic. He one of them. They forgot I had one of them. One of them 99s.
A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Defended by Brown.
The side step. Oh my God. That's a great side step.
For some reason, the defense let him in.
My
They've
goodness.
gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. Now Brown.
He good.
We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. And a miss there on the triple. Pittsburgh has gotten 6 of 13 shots to go from outside the arc. It's Beal on the wing.
Butter.
On target from range.
The consistency of Beal's scoring has been terrific. And of course, his teammates keep working hard to facilitate to him.
And he lobs it up.
Everyone loves the
They having a fun game right now, but like, that's it. Ain't nothing going on with them.
team getting punched on. That would be the difference.
And it's Randle with the jam.
Look at the pass though.
There's just no way to keep people from scoring.
Pass by Magic.
Bucks have gone 5 of 8 from the
So
field so far in the fourth. Fires for 3. Offensive rebound.
Give me that.
Lays it
Come
up.
on.
Lays it in.
You've got to be aware of him at all times. He's a bully on the back.
We out here.
To the middle.
We're gonna get a bucket.
Embiid inside. Oh, he got him with a bucket.
God, why couldn't I just go right under his arm?
Milwaukee is
Look at
0
that.
for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter.
Give me that.
With the three. For Pittsburgh, they've got 4 of 9 shots to go in during this fourth quarter. Outside for Randall.
To my man JoJo. Well, how you feeling? How you feeling right now, Brad? How you feeling right now, Brad? Big butter.
Shot is good off the back rim and in.
How Brad feeling right now?
Last game has carried over to tonight. And you know that's how it goes.
Look at it.
Those hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game.
Magic
There was
Johnson.
absolutely nothing they could do to slow him
Magic
down.
better be player of the game.
It seemed like every shot
He's been facilitating all night.
And his teammates responded smartly by continuing to feed him all night.
I'm telling you, the added pressure of the road really brings out the best in him. You can tell he enjoyed playing so well in front of an unfriendly crowd. Williams shot here.
Good luck.
Tell you what, fellas, he is fun to watch when he's working like that and getting to the hoop.
Pass to Allen.
Try to get crafty.
Here's Johnson. Spins. Grant outside. This one for 3.
Chicken,
Fires
come on.
in the triple.
Stepping up and
Get those role players.
shot.
Those not even role players. Get those bench players something nasty.
Shows what kind of attitude this team
Make sure
has.
they know they head.
Go get it.
JJ, you got one coming for you. You know how you get.
Here's Johnson. Redick on the wing.
Butter,
Launches a
come on.
3.
Come
That's just off the
on.
mark.
He closed out really good. Let's go!
Three for the road team.
Freaking weirdos.
It ends up
Thought we was
being
about to lose that? No. Nizzy.
So hard to come.
Nev.
It's never easy to take
Neg.
someone else's building.
And that was
He losing that, bro. We lost to Shaq. And that was dangerous.
This is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
He was at 22 and he took him out the game. Thank God. Yeah, Magic had 10 and 9, almost a double-double. My man JoJo ain't even. Yeah, he didn't even have a game that day. He was just chilling. That Bees of the Bees. You got one more computer game versus the Knicks. I don't even know who won each squad. Yeah, I don't even know, bro. I don't know who won each squad. I'm ready to give them their second loss, though. I don't know who gave them their first, John. I don't know if it was Dev or May, but we're going to give them their second loss. We're going to give it to them. Yeah.